Hi, so this is Sam and Claudia on our extinction. So for the first one, I had Ordovician Silurian mass extinction, and it was the third largest extinction in Earth's history. During this period of time, the sea levels fell due to the onset of glaciation. This was a major reason that graptolites became extinct, like a certain branch of them, and these are twig-like colonies that floated on top of the water. So when the water fell, these animals were left with a reduced habitat and in turn died. This also led to the extinction of a type of gymnosperm. Due to the high temperatures change in lower levels of water, this tree became extinct. The next one I had was the late Devonian mass extinction, and this was where 3/4 of all species on Earth died out. Both the brachiopods and the jawless fish were most affected during this time. This was most likely due to the combination of excessive sedimentation, rapid global warming and cooling, meteors, and massive nutrient runoff from the continents.
So the Permian mass extinction was also known as the Great Dying because 96% of all species died off of the Earth during this time, and this is either because of an asteroid impact, flood basalt eruptions, or catastrophic methane release, and then drop in oxygen levels and sea fluctuations. And this happened 248 million years ago. The animal during this time that disappeared that I chose is the tribolites. They used to be one of the most successful early animals, dominating the oceans for over 270 million years, and they are the closest living relative today to the horseshoe crab. During this time, it's most likely because of the rapid climate change that the oceans faced and the ice that happened. Tribolites that adapted to the cold and warm died off because of their food, because they couldn't find food supply that also survived this time. The Carboniferous plant were found in lush swamp forests, and they were gradually replaced on land by drought-resistant plants that could survive the rapid climate changes that faced the Permian mass extinction, such as conifers and seed farms. The Carboniferous were also known as seed-bearing because they helped produce coal that many humans recovered millions of years later. During the Triassic-Jurassic mass extinction, 3 different stages of extinction contributed to this event, which is either climate change, flood basalt eruptions, or an asteroid impact that is blamed for most of the loss of life. And during this period, we saw the emergence of reptiles, large amphibians, and many reef-building creatures. And one of the animals that went extinct during this time were theracipedes, and they developed during this time when they were like one of the first like large mammals. They are known for having 4 legs, and they set the way for dinosaurs. As you can tell, like they kind of look like a lot of the dinosaurs that we studied. They died off either because of climate change, eruptions, or an asteroid. It's like scientists still can't tell why they died off from, but most likely it's because of all 3 of these things. The Glossopterides were extinct during this time, and they needed a cold environment to survive, and they couldn't last that long because of the asteroid and the heat. It was replaced by floras typical of lower paleotides.
So for the last one, the Cretaceous Tertiary extinction, this was a period of time when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Animals and plants like the diatoms and ammonoids became extinct during this period. This was mainly due to flooding basalt eruptions that affected the overall climate of the world, making it very hot. Combined with this, the fall of sea levels and a huge asteroid that struck the Earth made for the large extinction that harmed these plants and animals.